Viewers, what a day it's been. Action-packed, so to speak. Superstar Allu Arjun secured interim bail for 4 weeks, just hours after his arrest in connection with a fatal stampede at a Hyderabad theatre screening of Pushpa 2 earlier in the month. The Telangana High Court ordered his release, stating, quote, saying that he is an actor, he cannot be deprived of his right. As a citizen of this earth, he too has the right to life and liberty, and that prima facie, there was no reason to doubt his innocence, unquote. The ruling came after a lower court had ordered 14 days of judicial custody and rejected his petition to delay the arrest until Monday. Superstar Allu Arjun was taken into custody from his Jubilee Hills residence in connection with a deadly stampede at a Hyderabad theatre screening. That happened on December 4th. Viewers, the pictures that you can see are in fact from his residence, where he's let out unceremoniously. The police showed up, and according to Allu Arjun, they actually dragged him out of the bedroom. Now, we cannot independently corroborate that, but that's his claim. He's even seen negotiating there. You can see him. He picks up his cup of coffee and he says, look, I'm not going to go anywhere till I finish my cup of coffee. And then he turns and says, can I at least change? They say, nothing doing, you better come with us. Viewers, in 5 hours, he was arrested. He was then given 14 days judicial remand. He moves the High Court and then he's given interim bail, all in 5 hours, viewers. The actor immediately filed a petition seeking to delay his arrest until Monday, which was dismissed, and had ordered that he be in judicial custody for 14 days. Viewers, you know the events that led to his arrest. Those were the pictures from the night of the stampede. The stampede took place outside a film theatre where Allu Arjun showed up with a number of his co-stars for a screening of his movie, which has been doing wonders at the box office. In the ensuing melee, when a large number of fans crushed and crowded to see him, there was a stampede. A woman was killed and a 9-year-old child seriously injured. Allu Arjun arrested now, viewers, on culpable homicide charge. 2 staffers and an owner of Sandhya Theatre, where this movie was screened, also have been arrested. The trial court awarded 14-day judicial remand. The High Court overruled, granted interim bail. The BRS, BJP, which is really the opposition in Telangana, viewers, have attacked the Congress party over Allu Arjun's arrest. They call it arbitrary. The Telangana Chief Minister has come out and says, don't look at me. The police is independent in our state. They do what they have to do in line with their probe. The state government is not involved in the star's arrest. BRS leaders come out and says the police were informed of the star's visit and they failed to secure the perimeter of the theatre. They failed to secure the fans, which is a job they should have done. Crowd management falls within the ambit of the police, especially if the police was requested for extra security 48 hours in advance of the event. Anyhow, viewers, the back and forth has continued. The interim relief, however, doesn't take the case away. Arjun faces serious charges under the law. Section 105 of the BNS, culpable homicide not amounting to murder. Punishment at least 5 years jail, maximum life sentence. Offence is non-bailable. The BNS 118 Clause 1, voluntary causing hurt. Punishment lifetime or jail of up to 1 to 10 years, along with a fine. Offence is non-bailable. What worked in Allu's favour was that the theatre had written a letter to the police 2 days prior to the screening of the movie, urging them to provide security to control fans who were expected to assemble in large numbers to see their hero. The letter, in a sense, put the onus on the police to make the arrangement to prevent any accident. Viewers, on December 2nd, this letter, as I told you, was written in. You can see an excerpt of that letter to the left of your screens, right in the middle of it actually. The police knew of actor Allu Arjun's visit to the theatre. They even said that he was going to come along with 2 or 3 of his other co-stars and please make arrangements because there will be a large number of fans that will crowd in and there could be an untoward incident. The arrest triggered a war of words between the Congress Telangana government and the opposition that accused the Chief Minister of going after the star to shield the ineptitude of the police that failed to do his job. So, buck passing. BRS called the actor's arrest pinnacle of insecurity of rulers. But the Congress, defending itself, says it has nothing to do with the arrest. While the BRS called out Congress government's high-handed behavior, the BJP accused them of failing to manage the crowd. Chief Minister Reddy said the law will take its own course. Both the BRS and the BJP blamed the state and called it a failure on their part. Citing Allu's arrest, the BRS said even Chief Minister Raian Reddy should be arrested for the death of two innocent people due to the fear psychosis caused by the Hyderabad police. Interestingly, even Congress party's ally, the Samajwadi Party, lashed out at the Congress viewers. IP Singh, who has been calling out Rahul Gandhi for parliament protests, blamed the Congress attitude and taking a jibe said the state government was setting new standards in law. In fact, low standards in law. He asked, how can the Congress do such a thing? Viewers, even the victim's husband was shocked by Allu's arrest, saying it was unfair to single out the superstar. In fact, the victim's kin even vowed to withdraw the case against Allu. Allu Arjun, viewers, has come out of jail now, and he will be pursuing some of his legal options. As I said, viewers, this case will continue to hang over his head like a Damocles sword. The entire episode raises some questions. Have the High Court's observations exposed the hollowness of the case against Allu Arjun, and why was it filed in the first place? Is the Congress administration acting strictly according to the Samvidhan or the Constitution by restricting the liberties of Allu Arjun without doing due legal diligence? Viewers, there are several questions. Let's go to them straight. But before I begin with the panel, I want us to go across to Raian Karanjawala, who is one of India's leading legal eagles. He has represented SRK in the Rise case. That movie, when it was released, similar episode took place, viewers. Similar episode. And there was a stampede. And once again, viewers, charges were brought against SRK. And Raian Karanjawala got him off the hook. I want to begin by asking you, Mr. Karanjawala, since you've represented SRK and the matter, SRK, your case was cited as a precedent by Allu Arjun's lawyers today in court. Now, what do you make of the case that has been brought against Allu Arjun today by the Telangana government?
I don't think there's any case against him. In fact, I had an interview, I think, with your own channel a little earlier, and my own view was that bail should be granted. And I'm glad to see that the High Court has sort of done exactly that. There's absolutely no case against Allu Arjun. What is the case? He is entitled to go to a cinema hall and watch his own movie. He is not the person responsible for crowd control. He is not the owner of the theater to decide how many people should come in and how many people should not come in order to ensure that there is no stampede. He goes, watches to watch his own movie. It's a mild kind of promotion, and suddenly there's a stampede. Somebody dies. Why is he responsible? On your own show earlier, I had given the analogy. I said, supposing there was a state election going on in a state, and the chief minister was passing by a place where there was, at a short distance, a political rally being held. And the chief minister chooses to go and suddenly speak, and his appearance is sudden. There's a stampede, and somebody dies. Are you going to hold him responsible? No. So, what has Allu Arjun done wrong? He's gone to a theater, he's entitled to. He's seeing his own movie, he's entitled to. Why should he be vicariously held responsible? And fortunately for Allu Arjun, there is that precedent in a case in which we were also involved. This was the case of Rise. Shah Rukh Khan had promoted a movie of his at a station.
Yeah.
And while promoting that movie of his at the station, there was a stampede and people died. On that occasion, we were asked to be on caveat in the Supreme Court, because the case was fought out in the Gujarat High Court. He succeeded there. Came to the Supreme Court. We were watching. We succeeded.
Now there are, of course, You know, there are differences between the SRK case and the Allu Arjun case, Mr. Karanjawala, aren't there? There was a degree of a difference because apparently SRK was at a function. Allu Arjun was not at a function.
That's what I'm saying. And the subtle difference is to Allu Arjun's favor. The subtle difference is to Allu Arjun's favor. Because he was not doing a promotion and he was not sort of telling the crowds, come on, I'm come to this particular place. I'm going to be there and I'm going to talk about my movie. So it's to his advantage as far as the facts that have been given to me show.
Now, you know, I don't want to make this unnecessarily political or anything, but why do you think this case was brought in the first place, Mr. Karanjawala, and how do you view the case that was argued by the police? I mean, there is talk that the police was informed, was told, but I'll come to that. But what do you make of this, first of all?
Of course it was. We succeeded. In the Gujarat High Court, we succeeded.
Yeah.
And I think on similar lines is the thinking of the High Court of Andhra Pradesh today. They've also decided that, well, look, this is certainly a case for bail. And I'm sure as time goes by, he'll get the relief of caution.
So I mean, as I said, I don't want to make this political, but, you know, why do you think? I mean, look, is he a soft target? Is a celebrity quotient? Or is there just, you know, someone being scapegoated so that at the end of the day, you have a situation where the police can sort of cover up for their laxity? And I don't want to make this political, but what do you make of it?
See, more than soft target, I would use the word high profile. The reason being that a film star is not often a soft target. He's himself quite well connected. By and large, if he's a popular film star, then the public is with him. So he's not an easy target to pick on. But there is that high profile element which sort of sometimes induces people to take on something which puts them in the public eye.
So you think this was a bit of sort of showboating to the gallery, that look, we can do things, you know, the law is equal for everyone under Chief Minister Raian Reddy. Let me ask you this, because Mr. Karanjawala, the fact of the matter is, and this is something that, you know, keeps coming up from time to time, that the theatre owners and the producers, in fact, wrote to the police. And they said that, look, 48 hours earlier, and this pretty much has worked in Allu Arjun's favor, saying that, look, provide us this extra cover of police because the stars are coming and there'll be a lot of fans. So that's what I was asking you.
So this fact was not known to me earlier till you brought it to my attention. Of course, in a sense that sometimes you can't anticipate what is going to happen in a theater, in a packed theater. It's difficult to anticipate. So you say, okay, just instead of sending 5 cops, send 25 cops. You can do that. But certainly it was no fault of Allu Arjun. And certainly if the theater owner had they told the police that Allu Arjun is likely to come?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Then in what way can Allu Arjun be held responsible? He's even given advance notice. Earlier, the report that I got was, or I thought was, that he hadn't given advance notice. Now he's even given advance notice. The cinema authorities have brought it to the police's attention. What else could they have said?
Mr. Karanjawala, thank you very much for giving us that perspective. Karanjawala, of course, has experience. He has defended SRK, got him off, as he says. Thank you very much for this. But let's open this up, viewers, because the interview has thrown up more questions.